Well, still out here digging. I don't know what it is with me and lead pucks, but here's another one. Some of you have seen some of my other videos. I dig these dadgum big old chunks of lead like crazy, and it was way down in there. But it was round and it was solid, so it came in with a really good signal. Get back to you, find something else. It's been quite a while since my last clip. I haven't been finding much out here today other than just some junk. And found this little, just now dug this little decorative piece. I don't know if it was jewelry or to a front of a dresser or what it was. Hey everybody, I'm just about on my way out of here. And finally got me a wheat. Wheat makes a day complete. Best I can see with my eyes, it looks like about a 1930, maybe 34. Well, this time it's not a lead puck, it's a lead bowl. That's weird. Out here at Will Rogers' birthplace ranch today, doing a little digging. There's Tulsa pull tab finder over there. Here digging. Tulsa pull tab finder's over there. He just found a really cool clay marble, which in this ground with all the rocks and stuff, it's amazing that he saw it. And I just found an old pocket watch part. Get a focus on it. That is a instrument tuner, like a for a stringed instrument. It's a pretty amazing find for out here. Just found this cool button, this surface find, little metal button. Just got me another. This one was actually under the ground. Little metal 2-hole button. Just videoed that 2-hole button. Looked over and saw something round laying on the ground. And there's a Oklahoma tax token surface find. Never had a surface find of one of these. It's a 1 mil. Oklahoma history. Well, just a couple minutes later, I see this real pretty flowery looking piece of glass. Real decorative, laying on the ground. Laying right down by it. Another 1 mil tax token laying right on top of the ground. So this is just too much. Turn around, take about 2 steps, and what do I see? Another tax token for me. This is crazy. What's this back here? Oh my gosh. Holy crap. It's a it's an old military button. Holy cow. That was right up underneath the bush with that tax token. Guys, this is insane. It wasn't probably 2 inches under the ground. In the same area where I found all them other tax tokens. This one's actually a little bent, but another tax token. They are just scattered out everywhere over here. Just about 2 feet from the last clip where I dug the tax token. Got me another little metal 2-hole button. What you're seeing is not a strip show. It's Tulsa Pull Tabs Finder's maiden voyage into the water with his AT Pro. And if his lips don't turn blue, I might get mine in the water. Pretty cold?
You get used to it real fast. It actually feels great now.
All right, see if you can find that drop off out there.
Yeah.
This is out on the back out of the Will Rogers Ranch. We just went in and met my Aunt Carol and Uncle Ted for lunch. This is Lake Oologah. Beautiful lake. No silver yet. His lips aren't blue, so I think I'm gonna grab mine and jump in the water.
Feels good.
Well, Tulsa Pull Tab Finder finally got out of the water. It's kind of hard to do without a scoop, but he did find a couple cool targets. I just dug this up. Looks like it's copper, maybe electrical part or something. But as I was pulling it out of the hole, I saw something else. This looked kind of like a stick. but I got a little closer look at it. It looks like the wood stem off of an old pipe. Well, had a pretty good weekend. Got to go out and hunt Friday, and had a few decent little finds there, and then went and did a hunt with Tulsa Pull Tab Finder on Saturday. We were out from about 8:30 in the morning till I don't know, 4 or 5 in the afternoon. We had a really good time. It was a great hunt. We'll get into that one in just a little bit. You saw the clips, so. But first, this is from Friday. Found this little copper bowl. Almost looks like they're feet that it sits on, but I don't think it is because it looks like it's threaded around the outside. So I think it was like for screwing, using those to screw it on. Anyway, it's just junk. I showed you when I dug this that copper or lead puck. It's got two places there like were wired gone through or something else for a handle or what. And I dug this. It's like a lead bowl, and really kind of odd. This fits right on top of it almost perfectly. Don't dig much clad down where I was at all. I mean, very seldom. So everything down is pretty old, but there is 2 modern dimes. A piece of reflector glass, which is really cool. You get it in the light just right. It really sparkles. An older bullet, but not old. I like Civil War type stuff. Zipper pull. This little thing I showed it in a clip. Piece of copper. I almost think that could have been like a little buckle or something. This could have come on across. This little flat disc thing, I was hoping it had something on it, but it doesn't. It's smooth. And this, I'm not sure what it is. It may have been like for some costume jewelry or a button on some clothing or something, but they're connected together. And 1 wheat. It's a 1934 plane. So I had my wheat for the day and was happy with that. Then on Saturday, Tulsa Pull Tab Finder and I went out to the Will Rogers Ranch again, and we had an awesome time. He actually got in the water. You've seen that in my clips, and I got out in the water for a little bit. But without a scoop, it's really tough to try to find anything in the water. But I think he actually did find a couple targets in the water, but it was work. So we just got back on the land, cooled off in the water a little bit, got back on the land and started looking for this stuff. There's this kind of stuff here is just all over the place out there. But it's some really cool colored glass. That's just a top off a cork bottle. This is actually, it's going to be hard to see on the video, but it actually says lamp company right there. So it was actually like probably a tail lamp. That's glass. Of course, a handle off of a old cup. This says cleansing cream, and I don't know if it wasn't found near that, so it probably didn't go to that. This is probably the most complete piece of milk glass I've ever found. Most of it's there. Pretty cool. And a piece of kind of an aquamarine blue glass. Has a piece of glass with a lot of print on it. And for some metal things, I'm not real sure what this is. It does have some writing on it and some numbers. I have to try to do some research maybe, but it's just junk. It says made in USA, and then it has some writing down here. I believe this is a makeup compact. Doesn't have any writing on it. A piece to an old pocket watch. Has some numbers right there. I don't know if those were a serial number or for timing or what that was for. Some old rusty iron, a couple chain links together there. this kind of funky shaped thing, an old hinge, and then that piece of chain link right there. This old lock. And like I said, most of this is not really anything cool. It's just where it came from. You know, I tend to romanticize about that place. It's pretty amazing that we have permission to go out there and metal detect. We have exclusive permission to go out there, and they're really good to us. They let us kind of roam around out there and look for stuff. This, I didn't know what it was at first. Tulsa Pull Tab Finder pointed out that it was a part from a distributor on an old Model T Ford. You're not going to be able to see it in the video, but it actually does say Ford on it. I believe it's right down here on this end. This was kind of a cool find. It's not metal, and anybody who smokes pipe tobacco is going to recognize it. That's a pipe stem. Found it in a hole with something else I dug up. It popped out. I thought that was pretty cool. Again, there I go romanticizing about, you know, who might have been sitting down at that old 1800s house and smoking their pipe. You know, being the Will Rogers family lived on that place. It was a ranch. One coin. We don't find a lot of coins down there, period, and most of the time they're old if you do find them, but this one was modern. I won't say modern. It's a 68 plane, but that sort of coin is usually what you find if you find something down there. Now, these are actually coins, but you know they're considered tokens. They're tax tokens, but I mean they were used for monetary value. I found these three right here laying on top of the ground, up in behind some bushes where the water had washed them up in there. The water, you know, gotten up high enough at one time or another over the years that it had washed them up, and then they just kind of got hung up at the base of these little bushes. And I saw them laying down there, and this one actually did dig. It's been up a little bit, and actually a little more corroded probably than the others, and worn looking. These are still really thick and flat and in really good shape for an Oklahoma tax token, aluminum. Got a few chunks of lead, fired bullet that hit something solid. And not real sure if that's a bullet or what that is. It probably is. It's kind of small. This I thought was going to be the coolest find of the day. Again, where it came from. I mean, on the Will Rogers Ranch. And I knew when I took it over to Tulsa Pull Tab Finder, he would recognize it right away, being that he's a musician. It's a tuning knob for a stringed instrument. I don't know if it came off a banjo or what. I'm not sure if that's like Bakelite. I believe it is, because it's got some ridges on it that kind of make me think it's not wood. But it's a really cool find. And right before we were getting ready to leave, Tulsa Pull Tab Finder found one also. I believe his didn't have the knob on it, but that's what it was. Got some 2-hole buttons, 4 of them, all metal. This one's really kind of cool. Another one of those little, looks like a copper washer, but I think it's kind of to a rivet. Might have went with that rivet, I don't know. And then when I was walking around this area, because I started finding these tax tokens on top of the ground. Well, one of them was laying underneath a bush, and of course you saw in my video, in the clip, there was a button laying next to it. Well, the button turns out to be a Civil War era button. It's mid-1800s. Tulsa Pull Tab Finder, he was nice enough to, because I was really busy buying my wife a new car for Mother's Day, and it's on that that Saturday afternoon, so I didn't get a chance to even look it up. And he was as excited about it as I was, so he got online, did the research, and I'll throw a picture of this in with the exact dates on it, but of when this one was actually issued and worn. But it was just laying right there on top of the ground. It was an eyeball find. I didn't even have my metal detector in my hand when I saw it. So it's pretty amazing. That land out there in that area where we've been hunting just keeps giving up the finds. So I hope to get back out there again and see if we can find some more stuff. And when we do, I'll get back with you.